Hello dear students of class 9, this is Priyanka Upadhyay, your physics teacher, and as we all know that we have covered part A from motion in one dimension, and now we will deal with the numericals of the first part. Okay, so the first numerical is the speed of a car is 72 km per hour. Express it in meter per second. So already you all know how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So write the given thing. Speed is 72 km per hour. Therefore, express this speed in meter per second. So how to express? Write down the 72 km per hour. So that is nothing but 72 into kilometer is nothing but kilometer. If you want to convert into meter, so kilometer is nothing but 1000 meter, and hour is nothing but 60 into 60 second. Okay, in 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So therefore, if you simplify this, you will get 20 meters per second. Okay students, now the second numerical is express 15 meter per second into kilometer per hour. So while converting 15 meter per second into kilometer per hour, so meter per second to kilometer per hour, we will multiply with 3600, that is 60 into 60 divided by 1000. So if you simplify this, you are going to get 54 kilometer per hour. Okay, so third one is express each of the following in meter per second. So this is in kilometer per hour. First one is in kilometer per hour. So 1 kilometer per hour. Kilometer is 1000 per hour divided by 60 into 60. So it is nothing but 0.278 meter per second. Arrange the following speeds in increasing order: 10 meter per second, 1 kilometer per minute, 18 kilometer per hour. See here, in order to arrange these following speeds, what we need to do is we need to convert either in meter per second or in kilometer per hour. We need a standard unit. We need a similar unit for every speed. Then only we can arrange them in the increasing order. Therefore, first one 10 meter per second is already is in meter per second. What we will do, we will express all these quantities in meter per second. So first one is already in meter per second. So next is 1 kilometer per minute. So 1 into kilometer is nothing but 1000, and this per minute is nothing but in the denominator 60 will come. So therefore the answer is 16.67 meter per second. Third one is 18 kilometer per hour. So 18 into kilometer is nothing but 1000 per hour. It is in the denominator, that is 60 into 60, that is 5 meter per second. So hence the increasing order is 18 kilometer per hour, 10 meter per second, 1 kilometer per minute. Okay. Next one. A train takes 3 hours to travel from Agra to Delhi with a uniform speed 65 km per hour. Find the distance between two cities. So to find the distance, what we should know is speed and time. So already the speed is given. Speed is how much? That is 65 km per hour. And the time is also given. Time is 3 hours. So therefore, if you substitute this in the formula, as we know that speed is equal to distance into time, therefore distance is equal to speed into time. So speed is 65 km per hour and time is 3 hours. Both are in kilometer per hour. Sorry, speed is in kilometer per hour and time is in hours. So both are in similar units. So therefore, if you multiply the 65 into 3, you will get 195 kilometer. Okay, next one. A car travels first 30 kilometer with a uniform speed of 60 kilometer per hour. So, and the next 30 kilometer with a uniform speed of 40 kilometer per hour, calculate the total time of the journey and the average speed of the car. Okay, so a car is there to travel the first 30 kilometer. The uniform speed is 60 kilometer per hour. So let T1, D1 and S1 be the time, distance and speed traveled by the car in the first part, that is for 30 kilometer. And next T2, D2 and S2 be the time, distance and speed traveled by the car in the second part of the journey, that is for the next 30 kilometer. So we all know that D1 is 30 kilometer, S1 is 60 kilometer per hour. So T1 we don't know the time. Next D2, that is distance 2 is 30 kilometer, S2 speed is 40 kilometer per hour, therefore T2 is how much? So we need to find this. So the total time of the journey is T1 plus T2. So we know that speed is distance divided by time and time is distance divided by speed. So here first we need to find T1. So T1 is equal to D1 by S1. Distance 1 divided by speed 1. Distance 1 is 30 kilometer and speed 1 is 60 kilometer per hour. Therefore your answer is 0.5 hour. Units are compulsory. So the second one we will find T2. T2 is nothing but T2 is equal to, that is time taken for the car to travel the next 30 kilometer is equal to distance 2 divided by speed 2, that is 30 divided by 40. The second distance is also same 30, but the speed changes. It decreases to 40 kilometer per hour. So 30 by 40 is 0.75 hour. So if we add this both time T1 plus T2, you're going to get the total time taken for the journeys. Therefore, the total time is T1 plus T2, that is 0.5 plus 0.75, that is 1.25 hours or 75 minutes. Next, we need to find the average speed for the journey. So we all know that for average speed, the formula is total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So the total distance traveled, we know that in the first part, the car travels 30 kilometer and in the second part, the car travels 30 kilometers. So the total distance is 60 kilometer. And the total time taken is T1 plus T2, that is nothing but, as we have found here, it is 1.25 hour. That is nothing but 75 minutes. So 60 divided by 1.25 is nothing but 48 kilometer per hour. If you simplify this, you will get the answer 48 kilometer per hour. Next one. A train takes 2 hours to reach station B from station A and then 3 hours to return from station B to station A. The distance between two stations is 200 kilometers. Find the average speed, the average velocity of the train. Okay. Therefore, the total distance be 200 kilometer. It is given here. The total distance is 200 kilometer. Let the time taken to travel from station A to B is T1. Time taken to travel back from station B to station A is T2. Therefore, the total time is T1 plus T2. So, the total distance traveled is from station A to B and back from station B to A. Hence, it is 200 plus 200. The distance between A to B is 200. Therefore, the total distance is 200 plus 200. That is 400 kilometers. Next, so we need to find average speed. As we all know the formula for average speed is nothing but total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So the total distance traveled is 400 kilometer. The total time taken is T1 plus T2. T1 is 2 hours. plus T2 is 3 hours. Therefore, the total time is 5 hours. It is, if you simplify, you will get 80 kilometer per hour. So in the second part, you need to find the average velocity. So to find the average velocity, we should think about displacement. Here in this case, a train travels from A to B and again it goes back from B to A. Hence the displacement is 0. And if the displacement is 0, definitely the average velocity will also be 0. Next one. A car moving on a straight path covers a distance of 1 kilometer due east in 100 seconds. What is the speed and the velocity of the car? See here in this, what they have asked, you have to find speed and velocity of the car. Distance 1 kilometer due east. Direction is mentioned along with the magnitude. The direction is mentioned. So distance is 1 kilometer, that is nothing but 1000 meter. So time is given in seconds. So therefore we will convert this kilometer in meter because both should be in the similar units. Therefore speed is equal to distance divided by time. Distance is 1000 and time is 100 seconds. It is nothing but the answer is 10 meter per second. And if you want to find the velocity of the car in the second part, velocity of the car would be same as the speed in magnitude. As the velocity of the car is nothing but speed in magnitude along with the direction. So hence the velocity is 10 meter per second due east. Only you need to mention the direction. Next one. A body starts from rest and acquires a velocity 10 meter per second in 2 seconds. Find its acceleration. As we all know that, so body starts from rest, it means initial velocity is 0 and it acquires 10 meter per second, that is final velocity is 10 meter per second. So the difference in the velocity, that is change in the velocity, is 10 meter per second in time 2 seconds. So therefore change in the velocity is 10 meter per second and time is 2 seconds. Hence acceleration is equal to change in velocity divided by time interval. Change in velocity is 10 meter per second and the time interval is 2 seconds. Therefore, the acceleration is 5 meter per second square. The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Okay, so the next one, that is 10th numerical. A car starting from rest acquires a velocity 180 meter per second in 0.05 hour. Find the acceleration. So here you can see in the numerical itself, one is in meter per second and one is in hour. So we need to convert this meter per second in kilometer per hour or this 0.05 hour in second. So what we will do, we will convert this 0.05 hour in second. So the velocity is nothing but 180 meter per second and time is 0.05 hour. 0.05 hour, if you convert in second, hour you're converting, 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 seconds. That is nothing but 180 seconds. So the acceleration is change in velocity divided by time interval. Here also car is starting from rest and it acquires a velocity of 180 meter per second. So the change in velocity, that is 180 minus 0, is nothing but 180. So the time interval is also 180 seconds. Therefore, acceleration is 1 meter per second square. Okay, next one, 11th one. A body is moving vertically upwards. Its velocity changes at a constant rate from 50 meter per second to 20 meter per second in 3 seconds. What is its acceleration? Okay, so now in this case, the body is moving vertically upward. So there is a decrease in the velocity with time. So as we have discussed, when body moves vertically upwards, what happens? There will be a decrease in the velocity with increase in the time. So now we know that the velocity changes at a constant rate from 50 meter per second to 20 meter per second. So the initial velocity u is equal to 50 meter per second and the final velocity is 20 meter per second, that is v is equal to 20 meter per second. Therefore, the time taken to change in this velocity is how much? 3 seconds. In 3 seconds, this much of change occurs. Therefore, acceleration is equal to v minus u divided by t. That is nothing but change in velocity divided by time taken. So change in velocity, v final velocity is 20 meter per second minus initial velocity is 50 meter per second. That is nothing but minus 30 meter per second divided by time t is 3 seconds. Therefore, acceleration is minus 10 meter per second square. So, this negative sign indicates that the velocity is decreasing with the time. So, this is nothing but the negative acceleration. So, the retardation produced in the body is 10 meter per second. Negative acceleration is nothing but retardation. So the retardation produced in the body is 10 meter per second square. So the next numerical, 12th one. A toy car initially moving with a uniform velocity of 18 km per hour comes to a stop in 2 seconds. Find the retardation of the car in SI units. Okay, so in SI units means we should find the retardation produced in meter per second square. So what is given? So the initial velocity moving with a uniform velocity of 18 km per hour. So this is 18 km per hour. Initial velocity is 18 km per hour. So the final velocity is 0 because the toy car comes to rest in time 2 seconds. That is t is equal to 2 seconds. So we need to convert this 18 km per hour to meter per second. So this 18 km per hour we have to convert in meter per second. So 18 into 1000 divided by 60 into 60. These are the basic things. Okay. So therefore, the answer is 5 meter per second. So 18 km per hour, if you want to express in meter per second, it would be 5 meter per second. Therefore, acceleration is how much? Final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. So the final velocity is 0 and the initial velocity is 5 meter per second divided by time taken is 2 seconds is equal to, if you find this answer, it will be minus 2.5 meter per second square is the acceleration produced in the body. Here also the negative side indicates that the velocity is decreasing with the time, and hence the retardation produced in the body is only 2.5 meter per second. While writing the retardation, you should not write negative sign, because the retardation itself a negative acceleration. Okay, 13th one. A car accelerates at a rate of 5 meter per second square. Find the increase in velocity in 2 seconds. Okay, so acceleration is 5 meter per second square. T is 2 seconds. So we need to find V, that is increase in the velocity. So we know that acceleration is change in the velocity divided by time interval. So now we need to find the increase in the velocity, that is nothing but the change in the velocity. So change in the velocity, if you want to find that, it will be acceleration into time. So acceleration is how much? 5 meter per second square into time is 2 seconds. That is nothing but 10 meter per second. What is 10 meter per second? The change in the, that is the increase in the velocity is 10 meter per second.
Okay students, next numerical is a car is moving with a velocity 20 meter per second. The brakes are applied to retard it at a rate of 2 meter per second square. what will be the velocity after 5 seconds of applying the brakes. So in this numerical, the initial velocity is given, that is u is equal to 20 meter per second. U is 20 meter per second. Then the retardation produced in the body is 2 meter per second square. Therefore, the acceleration is minus 2 meter per second square in time t. Okay, in time t, that is 5 seconds. So we have the relation for acceleration, that is acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. Therefore, if you transform this t here, at is equal to v minus u, v is equal to u plus at. Therefore, if you substitute the values of u, a and t, you are going to get the final velocity. So v is equal to, initial velocity is 20 meter per second plus acceleration is minus 2 meter per second square into time is 5 seconds. So therefore v is equal to 20 minus 2 into 5 is minus 10. Therefore final velocity v is equal to 10 meter per second.
Okay student, the 15th numerical is a bicycle initially moving with a velocity 5 meter per second accelerates for 5 seconds at a rate of 2 meter per second square. What will be its final velocity? So the given thing is initial velocity is 5 meter per second, the time taken is 5 seconds, and the acceleration produced in the body is 2 meter per second. Here we need to find after 5 seconds what will be the change in the velocity. Therefore we have the formula acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by t. Okay, so the acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Here we don't know the final velocity, so we will keep this v as it is, minus initial velocity is 5 meter per second divided by the time taken is 5 seconds. Therefore, if you transform this 5 here, 10 is equal to v minus 5. Therefore, v is equal to 15 meter per second. Therefore, your final velocity is 15 meter per second. Okay students, last numerical is 16th one, that is a car is moving in a straight line with the speed 18 km per hour. It is stopped in 5 seconds by applying the brakes. Find the speed of car in meter per second, the retardation and the speed of car after 2 seconds of applying the brakes. So initially we need to write the given things. So in time is 5 seconds, initial velocity is 18 km per hour. So first thing is we need to convert this 18 km per hour into meter per second. So 18 km per hour is equal to 18 into 1000 divided by 3600. You will get 5 meter per second. So second one is, as the car comes to a halt, the final velocity will be 0. Second one, we need to find the retardation. So retardation is nothing but negative acceleration. So here instead of retardation, we will write acceleration. Acceleration is equal to v minus u divided by t. That is, v is final velocity. Final velocity is 0 minus 5 is the initial velocity divided by time is 5 seconds. Therefore, the acceleration produced in the body is minus 1 meter per second square. Therefore, the retardation produced in the body is 1 meter per second square. The third one, we need to find the speed of car after 2 seconds of applying the brakes. So now we know the acceleration produced in the body, that is minus 1 meter per second square. So acceleration is equal to v minus u divided by t. Here time is 2 seconds and minus 1, acceleration is minus 1 meter per second square, is equal to final velocity, we don't know, minus initial velocity is 5 meter per second divided by time is 2 seconds. So if you solve this, you will get the final velocity as 3 meter per second. It is nothing but the speed of the car after 2 seconds of the applying the brakes.